My name is Joy George, and today I am going to be the sergeant at arms for the club. I welcome you all to the 218th meeting of Bhavans Toastmasters Club. There are 4 ground rules which have to follow during this meeting. First one, please switch off the mobile phones or put it in a silent mode. Second one, everyone should put their mic at silent mode at all times during the meeting except the speakers. Third one, do not talk about sex, religion, and politics. Fourth one, for your safety and others, please wear mask if you are going outside and use hand sanitizer often, and also take care of all emergency exits while you are in the meeting. The mission of Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence. The theme of the day is worry, be happy, and the word of the day is invigorate. Invigorate. You can talk about everything, and you want to share or ask opinion about only for 30 seconds. I would like to welcome our President, Toastmasters to this 218th meeting with a very warm pleasure. Thank you. Over to TM Santosh.
Good evening, leaders. Welcome to Bhavans 218th meeting. It's nice to know that a theme which is on your background. Don't worry, be happy. Great. Let's all be happy in this meeting. As you all know that, Toastmasters International is a non-profitable organization that teaches public speaking skills throughout the world network of clubs headquartered in Englewood, Colorado. Its members exceed around 358,000, with more than around 16,800 clubs in 143 countries. Since 1924, Toastmasters International has helped people from diverse backgrounds become more confident speakers, communicators, and leaders. The core value of Toastmasters International is integrity, respect, service, excellence. Without further ado, let me just move on to our business session today. Let me invite our acting VP, Toastmaster Latif, with the agenda, the updated agenda. Toastmaster Latif, are you there?
Good evening, one and all.
Can you please
Thank you,
say
President.
the changes? Yeah.
The updated agenda is already floated on the group. There is a few changes, like for example, our Toastmaster of the day, earlier it was DTM Anil. He's unable to join due to some unavoidable situations. And same with General Evaluator, DTM Pramod Bose had sent me a message that TM Shiba won't be able to attend. So we have helping hands always ready to cheer up and make us feel relaxed. So Toastmaster of the day will be Toastmaster Beeta Johnson, and General Evaluator will be none other than DTM Pramod Bose. There is a small change in speaking order. For example, first speaker will be TM Mahesh. Second speaker will be same as assigned, Sunil Thomas, DTM. Third will be Pramod Bose, DTM. And fourth will be Jiju. So this is all what we have, and we have lovely guest today. Our table topic master has already messaged me, who is also a guest. He will be joining it in shortly. So this is all I have to say.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Latif. And I need one person to second the agenda. Toastmaster Dinesh, can you please second the agenda?
No,
the distinguished Toastmasters Pramukh Bose, can you please second the agenda? DTM Pramukh Bose?
Yes, I second the agenda, but actually, I think the agenda, the revised agenda has been posted in our WhatsApp group. Isn't it?
Yes.
So it's already been posted.
Already been posted, so it wouldn't have been required to announce the changes again. Anyway, yes. With these changes, I agree.
So we can adopt the changed agenda on the floor. So that's done. All right. So let me invite some of the few of the guests over here right now. Let me invite distinguished Toastmaster Nilufar. She's joining as a guest to our club's meeting. Toastmaster Nilufar, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much for invitation to this club in Kuwait. Now I think Kuwait has become my second home. I'm going to so many clubs. I'm even a member of one club in Kuwait. And it feels nice to be amongst Toastmasters, whether Qatar, Kuwait, or even in the US. Toastmasters are having this commonality. They are all the same. And I feel welcome everywhere. So thank you so much for the invitation. I think DTM Anil had given me this invitation, but he cannot make it. But Toastmaster Latif took it up, and so glad to be here amongst all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, DTM Nilufar. Now we have a very special guest over here. She's a very senior teacher in ICSK. It's none other than Toastmaster Lucy Cherian. Welcome, Toastmaster Lucy Cherian. Ma'am, can you please say a few words?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for the good words. I'm a member of the Toastmaster, that Bhavans Malayalam Club. I just joined for one thing, and you people made me literally fall flat. And that very minute I joined the club. And yesterday, Toastmaster, we had a talk, Pramukh, and he's the one who sent me this link. I'm so happy to be here. I've been in the teaching career for the last 37 years. I think I'm one of the oldest teacher in Kuwait. At present, there's a small correction. I was in ICSK, but for the last 16 years now, I'm in working with DPS, Delhi Public School, Ahmadi. And I'm so happy to be here, meeting all of you and be a part of it. I'm still in the kiddie stage. I have no idea what is Toastmaster, but I'm just looking forward to be one among you. And thank you so much for this wonderful time.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time and presence. And let me invite another special distinguished Toastmaster. She's the club president of Jet Club, Jahra. She's none other than our regular guest and a very well-wisher and supporter, Toastmaster Asma Al-Anaisi. Toastmaster Asma, the podium is yours.
Good evening, everyone. I don't think I am a guest now. I feel myself one of Bhavans club members, and I'm so happy to be here with you and to be part of your meeting. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asma, for your wonderful presence. Let me invite another special guest over here. He's well known in Toastmasters fraternity. It's none other than Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar Pal, the Vice President Education of Vice President Education. Please welcome Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar Pal.
DSSP.
DSSP Club, yeah. I think he has some connection problem maybe.
Coming back.
Okay, please, the podium is yours. Say a few words.
Really, what I have to say, I am not the guest. Actually, I am the regular attendee. I cannot say the member, paid member, but unpaid regular member. So it's my pleasure to join with you. Actually, I was not aware any message. One of your club member and one of my favorite, I can say the friend also, Bita Johnson. She invited me. So I have another meeting 6:45. Then I ask her. I can be up to here at 6:45. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Santosh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dinesh Mapal. And now let me invite another special guest over here. She's Rubina. Rubina,
yes.
Unmute your audio.
Yes. Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Rubina, and I have been recently introduced to Toastmaster Club. I have joined the leading ladies Toastmaster Club just recently. So I just wanted to explore some other clubs and look at how they perform. And so I'm just going to be joining as a guest for today.
Great. Wonderful. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your presence. So without further ado, let me invite a very special person to conduct today's meeting, to take the baton of leadership. Let us see who is it. It's none other than Toastmaster Bida Johnson. Absolutely, there is no introduction for her. She is well known among the Toastmasters fraternity, and she's a versatile leader, a coach, a mentor, and overall, she's a teacher too. So let us welcome Toastmaster Bida Johnson as the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Santosh Patros. Are you happy to see me as the Toastmaster of the day today? Be true, Toastmaster Santosh?
Yes.
Toastmaster Santosh. Okay. So, is there anybody who is worried? Oh, we miss DTM Anil Kumar. Don't worry. Be happy, because life is like that. We know every one of us, Toastmasters, it's like a passion. We have many things. We keep aside all these things because we want to chase our passion. And that's why we are today. So don't worry, be happy. Let's start our journey by introducing the role players. But let me ask you, do you feel down? Do you feel rolling down with cries? I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to listen to or speak to anyone. I've been going through such troubles. I felt I will leave everything and go back to my home. But we can't. It's not because we don't like, we wish it. But the circumstances are against us. We have to continue the journey. We have to move forward, irrespective of the worries and troubles. So what do we have to do? Keep all that worries aside. Let them be there. They will be like a background, like black and white. We need the black to know the greatness of white. We know worries. We should need worries to know the greatness of happiness. So my dear Toastmasters, don't worry. Be happy. Now let me call upon the virtual podium of Bhavans Toastmasters, the role players for today, who are going to make this meeting to another level. Grammar, the backbone of every language. And who is going to be the grammarian? It is none other than the proactive Toastmaster, the one who is wearing the garb of the VP education nowadays, and making every agenda, every meeting to another level. Let's welcome Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali, the movie man of Bhavans Toastmasters. the proactive member in every meeting throughout District 20, even in Karachi. Welcome, the grammarian, Toastmaster Latif.
Good evening. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. It's always a pleasure joining and enjoying the learning from by doing. But while giving my introduction, you have already put a lot of pressure on me. I hope I deliver and be to that level. So as a grammarian, my role will be to note down the best usage of sentences which attracts me or which I feel interesting, would like to share. And I might have some corrections because today I'm seeing on the floor a lot of experienced speakers. So I might not have a lot of corrections, though I will be having more of interesting usage of sentences. Another role being a grammarian is a word master. So today's word is invigorate. So invigorate means give strength or energy to. So for example, I will urge all the Toastmasters guests who will be invited to use this word in their sentences. For example, we can say, these are all trying times, but we can invigorate people who needs help. We can invigorate people who can be motivated by them who are a little bit less of strength, So that is the way we can use this word, invigorate, and I will note down and shortly will give my report when called upon. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And Toastmaster Latif, without any bias, I have to say, you are someone who invigorated me. And not only you, my Bhavans team, you are like a family who invigorate me all through my life. Thank you so much. Now, who is next? The one who is going to scan the meeting, who is going to give us a report of what all things we should do and we shouldn't, who is going to give us not destructive, but constructive evaluation. Who is that? Yes, the prominent figure, the distinguished Toastmaster, who is the president of the first Malayalam Club of Kuwait, Bhavans Kuwait Malayalam Toastmasters Club, member of 4 clubs, always there to help others. Let me call upon the virtual podium of Bhavans Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmaster Pramukh Boss. Welcome, DTM Pramukh Boss.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Bida Johnson, for your encouraging words. A small correction, I am no longer a member of 4 clubs, only 3 clubs. I didn't renew membership in one of the clubs because of
but
so
you
much.
Are throughout District 20.
So much, because of so many meetings, so much pressure to cope up with. Okay, as a general evaluator, my role is today to observe each and everything which takes place during the course of the meeting and submit a report at the end of the evaluation session. One more role is to conduct the evaluation session with the support of a team of experienced senior Toastmasters as evaluators. Thank you very much. Over to the Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Pramukh Boss. We don't have to say I'm not member. You are everywhere in District 20. And so we are so proud that we have you as our member. What is never robs tomorrow of its joy? It only slaps today of its joy. So why should we worry? Don't worry, be happy. Now, here comes the timer, one who is there to watch one who is there to note down the timing. Yes, time and tide, wait for no one. Whether you are a mere Toastmaster or a distinguished Toastmaster. Let me call upon the sportswoman, the resilient Toastmaster of Bhavans Toastmasters, Toastmaster Suguna Ganesh. Welcome to our today's meeting, Toastmaster Suguna. Would you mind to explain your role?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, for your warm words, which invigorates me all the way. Attending Toastmaster meeting my Toastmaster fraternity, taking roles, always invigorates me. Once again, a warm good evening to one and all. This is Suguna. I'm today as a timer. I'll be timing formal speeches, table topics, and evaluation speeches. Formal speeches, that is prepared speeches, is about 5 to 7 minutes. At the end of 5 minutes, I'll be showing green, 6 minutes, yellow, and 7 minutes, red. And table topics, at the end of 1 minute, I will show green, 1.5, I will show yellow, and 2 minutes, I will show red. And evaluation, 2 to 3 minutes, at the end of minute 2, I will show green, 2.5, yellow, and 3rd minute, I will show red. There will be a grace period, 30 seconds. So within that, you are expected to limit your speech. I will come with my report when I'm called upon. Thank you so much. Over to Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suguna, for giving us a detailed report of how a timer should be. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Don't worry, be happy. Now welcome our counter specialist. Ask Adams, it's not a crime, but it will take away the beauty of your speech. So there is someone to count that R's and M's. The noble, the gentle, the VP membership of Bhavans Toastmasters, Toastmaster Vijay Babu, welcome to our meeting as the R counter specialist. Welcome.
Thank you, dear Modi, Toastmaster Dida, for invigorating wordings. Don't worry, be happy. Good evening, all fellow Toastmasters and guests. As an accounter, I will help the speakers keep a track of their filler words and sounds they use. I will also note inappropriate interjections such as and, well, so, you know, and sounds like there. Okay, and I will give the report end of the meeting when called upon. Thank you. Over to TMO.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vijay Babu. Yeah, even though we are in Toastmasters, even though we use the language, the international language, none of us are native speakers. Am I right? So there is someone to check how nicely we pronounce. Here comes the pronunciation master for today's meeting. That's none other than the president of Bhavans Toastmasters, the VPPR of Bhavans Kuwait Malayalam Club, a ubiquitous figure in District 20. That's none other than Toastmaster Santosh Patros. Welcome as the pronunciation master.
Thank you, TMOD, for such an invigorating words. Absolutely, it's a don't worry, be happy theme. And I wish all the participants and speakers a great day today. Of course, I'll be monitoring the pronunciation of all the speakers. I don't think I will be having much of the job today, but I'll be monitoring it. So please take care of your pronunciation and let's see how you all are good in it. So I'll be delivering my report to general evaluators when I'm called upon. Thank you so much. Over to you, Modi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Santosh Patros. Now, in life, We can see many people in the front line, but there are many who are working behind in the background to make everything to the best. So here is our tech host, and the one who is helping us in everything. That is none other than Toastmaster Jiju Ramankula. You don't have to explain any role, but it is my duty to accept you as being there as a backbone of Bhavans Toastmasters meeting, not only in this one, everything. Whenever we need help, please reach Toastmaster Jiju. He is there to help. Thank you so much. Do you like to say anything? Are you happy? Are you worried?
I'm so happy.
When I am there, double happy. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jiju.
Thank you.
Now, let's move on to the prepared speeches. We don't like to waste the time. In Toastmasters, we count every moment, every second. So let's rush to the prepared speech session. Here comes, what shall I say, a versatile genius. If you may ask him to sing, he will come with the best mellifluous song. If you may ask for a speech, yes, he's there. He's a keynote speaker, even if it is not 5 to 7 minutes, 5 to 7 hours. Maafi mushkil. Here comes the best, what shall I say, the affable member of Bhavans Toastmasters, the noble personality, the spearhead of Smart Indian School, Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer. And Toastmasters Mahesh Iyer is going to be evaluated by another graceful, distinguished Toastmaster, DTM Niloufar, who is joining us from Qatar. See the beauty of Zoom meetings. So let's listen to DTM Niloufar about the project objectives of Toastmaster Mahesh. Over to you, DTM Niloufar.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Beetha Johnson. My speaker, Toastmaster Mahesh, is attempting project 3 of level 2, which is about introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. And the purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring, and for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a prodigy. All the best, Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer. Back to the Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, DTM Niloufar. Toastmaster Mahesh, are you happy?
Of course I am happy. Even in difficult situation also, I will pretend to be happy.
Yes, I know. Can I steal some of your happiness?
Of course. Delivering a speech in Toastmasters in any condition is the happiest moment for me.
I know.
Seeing all the Toastmasters members progressing like anything beyond the limits, that makes me happy. My mentees, prodigies, if they develop and if they participate in the competitions and won the prizes, that makes me happy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's hear more from the lion speaker. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mahesh.
Thank you very much.
Over to you, Toastmaster Mahesh.
As usual, you have inaugurated everybody, especially me, because my speech also is a part of inauguration. Last week, when I had gone for taking the vaccination, I happened to see a group of people cheering up, invigorating, a small group of street dancers. How many of you have seen a street dancer, street circus? In that, the dresses may not be that attractive. They are all poor people. I could see that a very thin and long lady with all the tones the dresses. She was invigorating her girl, her daughter. That she was speaking in Hindi definitely better. Today we are going to earn $1,000, and you are going to do that. You are going to balance the entire stick on the rope, and on the stick, I'll be keeping this cups and saucers. But the little kid told, Mother, today I'm not well. I'm having fever. Mother, you all know that. No, we will not get another. She says, she said that, Beta, today, if you don't do what we are going to have tonight for our food, do it. You can do it. And she started beating the drums. And she said, My dear child, whichever situation you are, try to be happy. Don't worry. Today or tomorrow, each one has to go, leaving everything here in this universe. We didn't bring anything here. The same way we'll be going away also. Ladies and gentlemen, how a mentor trains a prodigy, a mentee like this. For that, we don't require any kind of qualification. When I joined Toastmasters in September 26, 2016, when I entered in Toastmaster room in Bhavan school, I could see only 11 members. I still remember those smiling faces. The way they all welcomed me the first time, and they announced that TM Suresh V. Balakrishnan will be your mentor. And I was very much thrilled. Mentor. Being a mentor is not a joke. You should know the heartbeat of the prodigy. You should go out of the box helping the mentee. You should go on asking different kinds of questions to the prodigy. And you should train him or her to face the challenges of life. Mentorship, it is a part of our life. Can anybody tell me that you didn't have a mentor in any of the stages of your life? In each stage, you will have a mentor. I'm a singer. I had a mentor for training my singing skills. I'm a public speaker, Toastmaster. At the same time, the senior members were the mentors, and still they are the mentors. They understand the fire in the prodigy. So to understand the prodigy, that is the capacity or the quality of a mentor. A mentor should be a friend. Don't be a democratic mentor, but you can have a democratic thinking. Let your prodigy be free enough to express anywhere. Just invigorate your mentee to present any kind of extempore speeches. Just go on asking, just speak about drum, just speak about Nilofer, just speak about Beta Johnson. So they will be understanding what to speak, and they will be planning something in there, and they will be coming out with all the innovative and interrogative and imperative words for presenting it. And if they get the kudos from all the listeners, the feel in you that you will not get anywhere. That is the inner satisfaction of being a typical mentor. A mentor should be a father, should be a mother, should be a sister, should be a grandmother. All the all the roles should be there. As a typical mentor, you should change your approach. That is what I got in this Toastmasters. Whenever I get depressed, definitely so many Toastmasters they always say, even now also, Mahesh sir, come on, you can do it. That is enough. That kind of a fire, kindling the fire of inspiration to a prodigy. That is a mentor. A mentor is a person who can always think out of the box. He should always have his own way, his own philosophy of explanation. Then your mentee or the prodigy will understand that how to think differently. And if you want to become a successful mentor, Just stand in front of the mirror and ask questions to the mirror. Who am I? What am I? What is there in mind to change for tomorrow? Which words are better for me to use? Polished word, inspirational word, motivational word, and how I can make others happy. There lies your skills. To make others happy is a skill. As I told you, we always are alone. We are always aloof. Just think about it when you get enough time. Just think, one day we born here. When we born, all were happy. Try to be happy, no worries. But when we leave the universe, they will be having tears and saying that he was a good man. We really missed him. Don't worry, be happy. Whoever is there or not, this earth is going to revolve. We are going to get days and nights. Toastmasters meeting will be going on, going on, going on. And we are going to touch upon all the points of success. Don't worry, be happy. Invigorate all the people you can be a typical mentor by giving inspirational tips. You should be the sculptor of making the whole round development of the project. Not only speaking, humanity, support, all things you can easily inculcate them. Don't worry, be happy. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mahesh. As you said, the show must go on. Whether Toastmaster Vida is not there, whether Toastmaster Mahesh is there, whatever happens, it's a cycle. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mahesh. It was really a retrospection into how a mentor and mentee should be. Let's observe 1 minute of silence to give the real feedback to Toastmaster Mahesh. Let's go forward. Now, let's move on to the next speaker, who is going to speak about, or his level itself, it is about leadership, understanding your leadership style. And the speech title, Natural Leaders. You know, there are many who laugh with you when you are in the mirth, when you are in happiness. But the real friend, the real people who invigorate you is the one who understands your silence and who can understand your tears. And that's someone, to me, DTM Sunil Thomas, who was the immediate past president of Bhavans Toastmasters, an ubiquitous person in District 20, a Toastmaster, an affable Toastmaster, genuine Toastmaster, who is going to give us a speech, Natural Leaders. And I know, we know, you are a natural leader who is going to be evaluated by someone who is coming from Karachi. Thank you so much. First of all, welcome Toastmaster Hiba Rais Khan to Bhavans Kuwait, to Bhavans Toastmasters. And I hope you had no problem during that journey.
Thank you, TM Toastmaster of the day. Yes, and I had no problems. It was all courtesy of TM Latif, your club member, that I got this opportunity. And I'm truly grateful for this, opportunity to be present amongst you.
Okay, thank you so much. If you don't mind, Toastmaster Hiba, would you mind to read the project objectives for DTM Sunil Thomas?
Yes, I am going to read. He'll be delivering leadership development level 2, project 2, understanding your leadership style. And I suppose the title of his speech is Natural Leaders. And the objective of the speech are, this one is, there are two objectives. The first one is the purpose of this project is for the member to identify his or her primary leadership style or styles. And the second one is the purpose of this, the purpose of this speech is for the members to share some aspect of his or her primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. Over to the speaker, TM Sunil.
Thank you. It was Master Hiba Rais Khan. So here comes a leader, a natural leader. The speech is from 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, DTM Sunil Thomas.
Thank you, Vida. I'll be just sharing my screen. Good evening, Toastmasters and friends. I'm so glad that I have an evaluator from overseas, from Karachi. I'm so glad that she's with us. So, warm good evening and welcome to Hiba Rais also. So I'm going to talk about leadership. And this is a subject because I've completed our old curriculum. So a leadership, to talk about leadership is more easier now. So when we talk about leadership, especially in Toastmasters, let me read a quote from John C. Maxwell. A leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So in Toastmasters, a leader should be showing the way. So in Toastmasters fraternity, we say where leaders are made. So Toastmasters are meant for making leaders. And also we say in our club mission, we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater confidence, self-confidence, and personal growth. So we are providing help for members to become leaders. That is our first and prime motto in Toastmasters. Who are natural leaders? A natural leader, an effective leader, is empower others to accomplish personal and contribute to successful completion of group activity. The leaders are in a position to model, they model themselves to others and emulate. They will show themselves as a leader. They provide guidance and feedback throughout the course of assigned project and often help others to improve their skills. So let us see what are the qualities we are looking in a leader, in a natural leader. First is he should be an effective communicator. A person, a leader, should be able to communicate his expectations, goals, and plans to others in a direct and concise and thoughtful manner. He should be able to convey the messages directly to the people. He should be an effective communicator. He should be leads by example. We can see people talks a lot, but they don't show in their life. The leader should be a person who lead by himself, showing by example, expresses leadership through words and actions. It is not enough to simply tell others what to do. So show what to do, leads by example. And he should be optimistic. Optimism is something needed in this way of life. Because when we take a project, we don't know what will be the outcome. But the leader should show that it should be a positive outcome. The leader should tell others, the teammates, that it will be a positive outcome and how can it be done. And the obstacles can be removed when you are a positive and optimistic leader. Open-mindedness. You should be open-minded. There will be a lot of ideas. People will bring a lot of ideas. We should listen to all the ideas, listening to others with open-mindedness. But then only the leader will become a leader among the team. When the team members think that a man, the leader, he's an open-minded man, then they will come with a lot of suggestions. So the leader should be an open-minded person and demonstrates integrity. The integrity should be, he should not be a biased person. He should show personal integrity to anything, and he should be a honest person, an ethical person. He should keep that integrity so that the people can trust you. They can accomplish team goals. They can bring in things so that the person they know that this man is an integrated, he's having a person with integrity. So one of the good qualities of a leader is integrity, and also he should demonstrate it. Let me tell you about my leadership goals in Toastmasters. I joined Toastmasters in 2015. One of the role I took was Sergeant of Arms, and then I became a Vice President of Public Relations. Then I became the President of the club. Then I also became the coach of Jahra Elite Toastmasters Club, and I achieved DTM in 2020. So I slowly climbed the ladder. I was a leader, and I was from the bottom. I was climbing towards the DTM position. I got it in 2020. So I am so happy that I could tell now with courage that the leaders are made in Toastmasters. So this is something I have to explain you as my own experience. And I am now currently as the immediate past president of Bhavans Toastmasters Club. I'm so happy that the club is going very well. Next, my leadership style. What are the styles I was experiencing? What is my style? Try always to be an effective communicator. I should try. I always become an effective communicator so that others, my team members, can understand what I am talking about. Always be an example. I should be showing example. I should be an example person. I should show by doing it. Optimistic. Even though I have worries in my mind, but I should keep the optimism in myself so that the team can feel that this is possible. That positive energy will take the team to the heights. So optimism. Open-minded to all suggestions. Our team members will bring a lot of suggestions. I'll keep myself open. I will take their ideas, and I will see how can we put forward or practically make these suggestions a possibility. Trying to show integrity. We have to be integrity. We have to be a person of integrity in all our moves. Try to be a person of integrity with your team so that they trust you. That trust is very important as a team member. Appreciate all services. We have a lot of people as team members. We have to appreciate them. We have to acknowledge their services. We have to understand that they also put some effort to the team. That is always important. As a leader, appreciation is much important. So appreciate the services of your friends. A good leader should be a good servant. A leader should be a servant. This is taught by a lot of world leaders. If you always think I'm a leader and I will never go down, that will be the end of your career. So be a good servant. So as a team member, based on situation, analyze the situation well, understand the challenges, identify the key role players, assign roles per experience, comfortable and relaxed, keep the people comfortable and relaxed, acknowledge all the role players, do not impose, always appreciate suggestions. What is my call of action? Duplicate role players, make more leaders, identify and acknowledge the abilities of people, help to work independently, increase self-confidence, bring in new members. Good communicators and good leaders are the need of today. So let me conclude by saying that as a Toastmaster, try to bring new leaders and make them good communicators and make them good leaders. Thank you, and back to the TM audio. Thank you.
Thank you, DGM Sunil Thomas. A good leader should be a good servant. Very proactive and also thought-provoking idea. Thank you so much. Let's observe 1 minute of silence to give a good feedback to our DTM Sunil Thomas for that valuable speech on how a leader should be. Thank you, Toastmaster Suguna. Now, here comes who is going to embark onto the level 5 of effective coaching, who has already having the great title, the pinnacle of Toastmasters, that is the Distinguished Toastmasters title. But he never gave up, or he never felt, oh, I got everything. Why should I? Rather, embarking into projects and setting examples for everyone. That is none other than distinguished Toastmaster Pramukh Bose, who is going to grace us with his speech, My Journey Through Pathways. That is, reflect on your path. That is the culmination of a project, culmination of a path, and that is going to be evaluated by another affable Toastmaster of Bhavans Toastmasters, Toastmaster Prashant. Toastmaster Prashant, would you mind to read the project objectives of distinguished Toastmaster Pramukh Bose?
Am I audible? Hakuna Matata.
No worries.
Good evening, dynamic Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. And a special good evening to my target speaker, DTM Pramukh Bose. Today, my target speaker, DTM Pramukh Bose, is embarking his Reflect on Your Path. The purpose of this project is for the member to reflect on his or her growth during the completion of an entire path. The speech title is My Journey Through Pathways. My Journey Through Pathways, DTM Pramukh Bose. Over to you, TM Modi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prashant. Let's wait and see how Toastmaster DTM Pramukh is giving us a glimpse into his journey through the pathways and also through the Toastmasters fraternity. Over to you, DTM Pramukh Bose.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. A quote from the great philosopher Lao Tzu. When I embarked on my icebreaker speech in front of a passionate crowd in May Springs Toastmasters Club's meeting, I hadn't expected that it would take about 2 years and 9 months for me to complete one path. I hadn't thought that the venue of that meeting, SPCL Romaitia, would no longer available for Toastmasters meetings after about 2 years. And I even dreamed that, I even not dreamed that I would be delivering my path completion speech in a virtual Zoom platform. Good evening, dear Toastmasters and distinguished, respected guests. My journey through this path has been a roller coaster ride. In life, there are a lot of uncertainties. Something will happen all of a sudden. Something may be good, something may not be so pleasant. But pathways happen to me is a pleasant thing because Toastmasters introduced Pathways, a new education program, and had mentioned that the going forward, Pathways would be the only education program. So it's about 3 years ago, Toastmasters introduced worldwide Pathways education program. So I had been doing my traditional education program. So I had to switch over to Pathways, but I had to complete some projects from my traditional education program to finish that program as well. So I was doing both the programs side by side. So my icebreaker speech in Pathways was not my first speech because I had delivered an icebreaker speech in November 2016 in Bhavans Toastmasters Club's meeting. So in Pathways icebreaker speech, I was not nervous at all. It was like I was like a senior Toastmaster, so I delivered my speech fluently without any troubles. I spoke about major milestones of my life, my personal life, my career, and my Toastmaster life, my objectives of joining Toastmasters, and what my vision in future. So it went well. Then, as I mentioned, I had to carrying out, doing the projects in the traditional education program as well. So managing both the projects, the traditional education program as well as the pathways education programs have been little challenging for me, but pathways is an exciting program which offers a lot of competencies for all of us to develop our communication and leadership qualities. It offers about 300 competencies that is good for you, for your career level progress, and to deal your day-to-day life. Any issues in your day-to-day life, you can handle through the training from Pathways. So I'm also very happy to take up this Pathways program and continue to learn this Pathways program. I had delivered many speeches. I learned many things from Pathways. For example, I learned about various leadership skills and what is my particular leadership skill, different communication types, then learned about Toastmasters mentoring and effective coaching and problem solving skills, and so on. So a lot of things I learned in this period. So I would say that the journey through my Pathways has been a fruitful journey for me. Dear friends, Toastmasters is in fact a blessing for all of us. We may be going through different problems, or we may be coming from different backgrounds, educational background, then geographical background, economical background, but this is the place where we all join together for a common purpose to improve our communication and leadership skills. Pathways education program will enable you to develop many skills. For example, interactive skills, time management, scheduling a meeting, carrying out some projects, working in a team environment, team building, coordinating and collaborating. So many skills that would be useful for you in your personal and professional life. So I still remember some of my speeches in Pathways. Obviously, I remember my icebreaker speech. In addition to that, one time I spoke about the angels of this world, the modern angels, the healthcare professionals, workers across the globe who selflessly works around the clock for saving the humanity, for providing the best healthcare for the people who struggle, who suffer from this COVID-19 pandemic. Then I spoke about various leadership skills and my particular leadership skill, and I'm happy that I could mention that my favorite leader is Mahatma Gandhi. Then during this journey, I lost my mentor in my career, Mr. P.J. Panjikaran. He was a chief accountant. He was my first boss in Kuwait, who lost his life through an accident. So within 3 days, I spoke about mentorship. Then I could remember with a sense of gratitude the things he gave to me, the encouragement, support, the guidance he provided to me. So I was so happy that I could mention about that in front of a crowd. Then I bring to the attention of my fellow club members the debate about euthanasia. Also highlighted the plight of the workers, the migrant workers in India due to the lockdown declared imposed by the government of India in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. So on, so different topics I could speak about, some research I did. So I spoke about the fruits of the results of those research. Then I spoke about my HPL project, High Performance Leadership Project, my vision, and what are the ways to implement that vision. Then later I spoke about the lessons learned from that high performance leadership project. So friends, Toastmasters made a sea change in me. I can sincerely say that I became a different person within about 4 years. Those who, the peers of me, a couple of people are still here in this club who joined almost the same time when I joined Bhavans Toastmasters Club. They could see the changes, the growth in me during this 4 years. This is because of the traditional education program as well as pathways education program. I became a better communicator and a competent leader. I could organize many events, and I served as different officers position in my club level, area and division and district level. Then I could interact with the leaders from the district 20 and other district also. This all made a lot of changes in me. From a timid, introverted person, I grew as a confident communicator and a competent leader. My communication with my colleagues, my peers, and my superiors in my office became more fruitful, more effective, more smooth. This is all because of Toastmasters. The Toastmasters, the time we spend in Toastmasters is the deposit we put to earn the interest. The interest is improving our communication and leadership skills. For such a small fees, we get tremendous opportunities, especially during this pandemic time. Because of this virtual platform, we can attend meetings after meetings, which takes place in different parts of the world, and enjoy the speeches and the evaluations from different people, the different styles of communication, different types of evaluation, and the way each and every one of the participants in those meetings, they speak, the way they speak in table topics, the way they deliver the evaluations, we can learn a lot. So time spending in Toastmasters is time well spent. So my dear Toastmasters, I could say one thing sincerely in front of you, because I took around 2 years and 9 months to complete one path. It's such a long time, because during the course of the journey, I lost somewhere. I lost some of my focus. It wouldn't have taken this much time, but I am confident that, and I am determined to complete my next path within 18 months. So my dear fellow Toastmasters, I express my sincere gratitude for providing me tremendous encouragement and incredible support during this course of this Pathways journey. And let me share some of the photos from my HPL project, the High Performance Leadership Project, the Area 19 contest. I still remember and relish each and every moment of that event. You can see?
Yes.
But why is not in the presentation mode? Anyway, I hope you can see these things. Some of the photos. DTM Nilofer was there as a contestant. She was there. She would feel so happy. And some role players are there. DTM Sunil Thomas, Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar, some of the contestants, Enrich and Ember. So let's all be happy in our Toastmaster journey. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Pramuk Boss. That was really an introspection into your journey through Toastmasters. At the same time, you invigorated each and every one of us the importance of being a Toastmaster, which reminded me the quote by Helen Blanchard, the first lady president of Toastmasters. If you get out of Toastmasters, all that there is to get out of Toastmasters, you will never get out of Toastmasters. Thank you so much, DTM Pramukh Boss. Let's give wonderful feedback to DTM Pramukh Boss. Let's take 1 minute of silence. Thank you, Toastmaster Suguna. Now, here comes a tranquil personality who facilitates every meeting, whether it is in Bhavans or outside, sometimes even outside the country, who invigorates and help each and everyone, even without asking. That is none other than Toastmaster Jiju Ramangulat, who is going to be evaluated by the sports person, the resident person of Bhavans Toastmasters, Toastmaster Suguna, who is having another role as timer. Yes, Toastmaster Suguna, if you don't mind, read the project objectives of Toastmaster Jiju.
Once again, a warm good evening to everyone. My target speaker, who invigorates me all the way, is embarking on Level 3, Project 1, Effective Coaching. His speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. The purpose of the speech of this project is for the member to work with a group to practice reaching consensus on any topic. The purpose of the speech is for member to discuss his or her experience leading a non-Toastmasters group toward consensus. His speech title is Reaching Consensus. Toastmaster Jiju Ramankulat.
Thank you,
Over
Toastmasters.
to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suguna. Toastmaster Latif has already told me that Toastmaster Latif will be the timer, so you can have that evaluation job, okay? Keep away from timing role because we need to be a constructive evaluator too. So Toastmaster Latif will handle that role for the time being. Reaching consensus. Over to you, Toastmaster Jiju.
Thank you. I am the boss. This is my decision and you all are going to obey and implement it. Do you ever experience this situation at your workplace? I know most answers to this question would be yes. Many times the leaders are forced to implement their own decisions due to the disagreement with their team members. Of course, the decisions will be implemented, but what are the implications of such dictating decisions? How effective will be those imposed decisions? Toastmaster of the day, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, a very warm good evening. As per the purpose of this project, I need to share the experience that I had with a non-Toastmasters group leading to consensus on any topic. Here, I would like to share my experience when I have been asked by my boss to discuss a challenging topic with the managers and come up with a workable solution. As demanded by my job description and responsibilities, I need to prepare and implement the safety and health guidelines across my business unit and the staff accommodations. And it was a huge challenge during the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic. No one exactly knows what to do and how to do it. but still all the required precautions were done to prevent the spread of the pandemic. Slowly, COVID daily cases went down from 500 to 200 to 100. The public started relaxing, enjoying the freedom. Malls, restaurants were open. Wearing masks became figurative. Consequences? The expected second wave started by spreading rapidly than the wave one. It has easily reached above 1,400. Now, my task was to discuss with the team and come up with a workable solution on the subject of how to restrict the employees' movement at the staff accommodation in order to protect from the pandemic. A manager, an administrator can work from home in an unavoidable situation, but a ground staff, a blue-collar staff cannot. If the ground staff are not available, we have to close the business. In this Zoom age, all the meetings and discussions are happening online, so I scheduled a Zoom meeting. Some members may love to talk. Some may not even switch on their videos and talk. Both need to be balanced. Need to interrupt those who got out of the agenda and inspire and invigorate those who keep silent and involved. I had to assure that whatever opinion they choose, it would be a unanimous decision. Many of the teammates was reluctant to come up with the ideas in the meeting. What I learned in such situation that the person who leads the discussion to put forward an idea to the group and ask questions and feedback, and that did work. The group members not only discussed the idea, but also suggested many new ideas from their own. Then, as the next step, we have to select the best 3 options from the suggestions. This was the difficult part. Because each and every option's suggestions to be validated and agreed by every group member before accepting or rejecting it. What happened if one of the members' suggestions are ignored? They will never come up with any more suggestion. And most importantly, they will not support the other suggestions or the other group. So it is important to get the consent of each and every member in the group. This will make sure everyone is on the same page to achieve a common goal. Involving everyone is the key while building consensus process. While being said that, it is not always easy to reach consensus in a large group. There will be always conflicts. The best way to manage the situation when the consensus cannot be reached, consider breaking the decision down into smaller components. Because a suggestion as a whole may not be acceptable as it is, but if we split them and discuss again, probability is very high in reaching an agreement with the team. Remember that decision making is a process in which all parties are required to make concessions in order to reach an agreement. But let me admit to you that we could finalize only 2 options, not the 3rd option as per the target, because reaching into an agreement on the 3rd option was taking too long, so we postponed making a decision to later stage. Deciding not to decide can be the best decision in such situation if it takes too long. The experience that I had during this exercise was amazing. I learned how important to involve all group members in the decision-making process, how important is listening to the members, the ways of incorporating feedback and ideas from all stakeholders. Lastly, but not least, consensus is reached when an agreement is supported by all parties. A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus, but a molder for consensus. I conclude my speech with this great quote from Martin Luther King, one of the great speaker and leader. Thank you. Over to TM Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Diju. Deciding not to decide. And have you reached the consensus, Toastmaster Diju? So don't worry, be happy. Let's take 1 minute of silence to give some good feedbacks, proactive and also constructive feedbacks to our Toastmaster Diju. Thank you so much, dear Toastmasters. I would like to know whether all our speakers are qualified, dear timer.
DTM Sunil Thomas took 7 minutes 51 seconds. And DTM Pramukh Bose took 12 minutes 49 seconds. Other speakers are qualified.
So, Toastmaster Diju, would you mind to launch the poll to select the best speaker?
So we have only 2 speakers for the polling.
Okay, so no need for the polling. Let's message Toastmaster Diju. That is Toastmaster.
I can launch the poll.
Okay, then it's okay.
There are 2 speakers. Okay.
There are 2 speakers only, yeah.
Sorry, I would like to stand correct. Toastmaster Magesh Iyer took 7 minutes 48 seconds.
Then only Toastmaster Diju.
Toastmaster Diju Ramankulat qualified. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day.
Okay. Thank you so much. Toastmaster Latif, don't worry, be happy. This is part of our life. We are speakers. We like to speak.
Voting is done, I think.
Nothing is left for voting now.
If
Bidaji, you can continue.
Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Santosh. So, our prepared sessions are over. Now, here comes the challenging part of every Toastmasters meeting, but the cherry on the cake. Who is going to help us as the table topic master for today? The one who has done a great journey, not from Purvania or Salmiya, but from the metropolitan city of India, from Mumbai. Here comes Toastmaster Abhijit Roy, who is coming from, he's the president of Karga Toastmasters Club. I don't know whether my pronunciation is right, Mumbai, and he's the president. Welcome, Toastmaster Abhijit Roy, to Bhavans Toastmasters Club, and welcome as the table topic master for today. The podium is yours.
Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction, Smart Peter. And indeed, it's an honor for me to be part of this meeting. Initially, when I was having a discussion with DTM Anil Kumar, he called me and said that, would you like to take up a role of the table topic master? I said, well, good enough, because I love table topics. And that is exactly what each one of us should have the zeal of, participating in table topics, because this particular segment is ideally the most interesting segment of any Toastmaster meeting. And why is that? Is because you all have to be unprepared. You sit down, you get a topic, and you just speak your heart out. That is exactly what is required. we see a lot of people getting scared of participating in table topics, but this is
Yes, you are. Yeah.
all right. So I think there was a slight some kind of technical glitch which is happening from my side. Probably I might get disconnected at different phases, but request everyone to please kind of reconsider that part. But I will straight away jump into the main segment of the table topic. So I have about 10 topics prepared for today, and I need each one of you to volunteer so that less of time wasted.
No, his internet is not stable. It's due to the low bandwidth, I think.
I think there's some kind of audible and visible now.
Yeah, you're audible. You're audible. Yeah.
All right. So there's some kind of work which is going out just outside the house with respect to network installation, and hence that's a problem which I'm facing since morning. But never mind. I will not waste any time because this probably might again impact. So am I going to have a volunteer in form of a Toastmaster? Because I don't know who are Toastmaster and who are guests for this meeting. So I'll first like to invite a Toastmaster who can just come up and volunteer for the table topic segment. And before anybody does volunteer, have in mind that you're going to be the first speaker. I have some interesting topics. But before that, I will set out the ground rules of what table topics is. Table topics is something which I will give you a topic when you volunteer, and you have to speak on members need to volunteer and will have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute. The green card will be shown at 1 minute. At 1 minute 30 seconds, the yellow card will be shown, and at 2 minutes, the red card will be shown, and it will stay on until you finish off your speech. Please remember, in table topics, to avoid any kind of disqualification, you will have to be speaking for a minimum of 1 minute, and a maximum of 2 minutes 30 seconds is being permitted for any speaker to wind up the table topics. So starting off, do I have any volunteers for the segment? Would anybody like to give it a try?
How about
Toastmaster Rubina? Let's call our guest, okay? Toastmaster Rubina.
Yes, Toastmaster Rubina. So choose a number between 1 and 10, and according to that, I'll give you the topic.
2.
Number 2. All right. So the topic for Toastmaster Rubina, here it goes. Toastmaster Rubina, just do it. Just do it, Toastmaster Rubina.
Every morning we wake up, and every day we are expected to just wake up. At times you don't feel like waking up, you're so tired, you have lots and lots of mental challenges, you have emotional challenges, and you have, at the present, many people also have financial challenges and so many other issues. But life just has to go on, and we just have to do it. Whether we like it or not, we have to get up and we have to do it. Now, this is being imposed by us by nature, that every morning when you wake up, you have a new day, you have a new life, you have a new set of challenges, a new set of tests that has been piled up for you, but you have to face each and every one of them. But wouldn't it be nice that you decide that I wish to wake up tomorrow morning and I wish to face the challenges of my life, and I want to unfold all that is being stored for my future. Let me see how challenging the life can get. I have faced all my challenges. I've been brave. I've done it, and I'm going to do it. But this time, I want to do it out of my choice. Let me see what are the challenges my life has in store for me. So get up, friends. I would suggest not only myself, but also you. Wake up, decided tomorrow the challenges will be for me to face with a smile, with a positive attitude, with open arms, with a positive set of attitude that I can do it, I will do it. If I didn't do it, I'm going to accept it because this has been destined for me and I'm going to live every part of it like it was decided for me, and I'm going to face my challenges in life. So go ahead and just do it.
Toastmaster Rubin, I think that was wonderful because that's the passion and the enthusiasm that you had while talking on that topic. It meant that you are really on gear to all do it. So fantastic attempt. Good job done. Now we have the next attempt from any Toastmaster. Toastmaster Latif, would you like to give it a try?
Certainly.
All right. So choose a number between 1 to 10, except for the number 2, which is already being taken.
7.
7. Okay. So this is a very interesting topic that you will have. I will say a few words and then you will have to continue from there. Okay. The topic goes like this. Toastmaster Latif, once upon a time, ... Once upon a time, ... Toastmaster Latif.
Once upon a time, I wish I had all the dreams fulfilled. That is, a lovely car, a beautiful house, and moreover, friends who can stay with me for longer duration. Had that dream fulfilled? Yes, it was fulfilled when I got married. I had friends like my son, my wife. I had family who always supported me. That once upon a time dream did fulfill when I had my own dreams come true, when I had my life car, which is known as my family, my way of going ahead. Yes, there are struggles always, but who knows, when I buy a new car, there will be hiccups on that also. Ways are never smooth. It will move on. That one-time dream is always there, who everyone wishes to have it. Once upon a time is always the first time when you wish, you encourage, you invigorate in many people's life. Yes, there are moments of happiness and sorrow. Does it what we all are waiting for? No, we wait, we love, and we try to motivate others also. So once upon a time, we can help on many people's life where they can also say, we had our life, our dreams, our family to motivate and help. Over to you, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master. Thank you.
That was indeed an attempt. If indeed we tend to ponder our imagination and our thoughts of the time that we have already spent with our families and think about really doing something good in the future with whatever past that we have. Wonderful attempt, Toastmaster Latif, and great job done. Now do we have the third speaker on to the virtual dais?
Please call Toastmaster Asma.
Do we have anyone?
Toastmaster Asma.
Okay.
And
yes, Toastmaster Asma.
Yes.
You have to choose a number between 1 to 10, except for the number 7 and 2. The number 2 and 7 has been taken.
Okay. 1.
All right, you go with 1. Okay. So the topic for you goes like this. Toastmaster Asma. Yeah. So Toastmaster Asma, the topic for you was pen is mightier than the sword. Toastmaster Asma.
Yeah.
Pen is mightier than the sword. Over to you.
Ben is what? I couldn't hear you.
Pen is mightier than the sword. Yes, Toastmaster Santosh have written that on the chat box.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Ben is mightier than the sword, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, good evening. I totally agree with this statement. Ben is always mightier than sword. Because Ben is the weapon that I personally used to express my thoughts, to give my words the power that this world needs to change. My pen is always full of ink. Sometimes it is a spiritual ink, and sometimes it is very thoughtful. By this ink, I'm always trying to express my thoughts to the world around me. So these thoughts might change someone. Today, in this pandemic era, that everyone feel pain, we need this pen, the power of this pen, to make people feel happy, feel the happiness that inside them, and value by valuing everything that they have. So they stop worrying about tomorrow. Ben is really a treasure for everyone. For me, it is not always a hobby, it is a therapy that I use to change myself and to make myself feel better first, of course, and then invite others to read my thoughts and be invigorated by what I write. So I totally agree that pen is mightier than sword. Thank you, and back to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asma. While you were speaking, it was indeed making everyone feel that indeed you were writing a script with the pen, and that was the flow with your motivation and the personal touch that you had while you were delivering. Great job done, Toastmaster Asma. Now in the interest of time, we'll just have one more last table topic speaker.
I'm sorry, Toastmaster Abhijit Roy. Time is up. We have to move forward, okay? We have to go forward. I'm so sorry to tell you. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you. Yeah.
Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhijit Roy. We really feel sorry that you couldn't complete it because of the glitches, which is out of our control. Thank you so much for being with us all the way from Mumbai. Please stay with us and give us a feedback if you don't mind. Now, let's move forward to the next session. One of the most sincere forms of respect is actually listening to what another has to say. But before that, I'm sorry, before that, let us have the poll for the best speaker, table topic speaker.
Toastmaster of the day, all the speakers are qualified.
Qualified, yes, thank you so much. So we had Toastmaster Rubina, Toastmaster Latif, Toastmaster Asma, only 3. Yes. I hope everyone did their polling. Let's move forward. In Toastmasters, we are not only learning public speaking, like we learn a language, listening, speaking, reading and writing. So being an evaluator, being a grammarian, you are improving your listening skills. So without wasting our time, let's move forward. No worries, only happiness. Let me call upon the virtual podium, the general evaluator for today's meeting, Distinguished Toastmaster Pramukh Bose, to invigorate us with his pride of evaluators. Welcome once again, DTM Pramukh Bose.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Bida Johnson. So the most important session of a Toastmaster meeting, the evaluation session. Without further ado, let me call DTM Nilofer Samuel to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer. Over to you.
Thank you to General Evaluator, Toastmaster Pramukh. Can I see my speaker? Is he here? Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer.
I think Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer is not here because he had sent a personal message to me, had to leave because of some urgency.
Okay. Okay, then I will give this evaluation for the benefit of those who are present. Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer's speech was so good. So after listening to his speech, I wanted to be his mentee. His words were very soothing and invigorating at the same time. The speech was a masterclass on mentoring. It had the right balance of information, and he gave us so much information and also inspiration. And towards the conclusion, he motivated us all to become mentors and good mentors at that, right? Now, Toastmaster Mahesh is a very confident speaker, a erudite speaker. He knows his subject very well. Good diction, good English language. His speech was lettered with so many phrases, heartbeat of the protege, out of the box thinking, and so many more. And he started with an example of the mother-daughter duo, which hooked us. Of course, our parents are our first mentors, anytime, anywhere, anybody, for anybody. So it put a hook in us. And then he went on to describe some mentoring in Toastmasters, and he gave us so many methods, even about encouraging the mentee to do some impromptu speaking and, kicking in his thought process. So excellent speech on mentoring for that. Now, if I was Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer, what would I have included in my speech to make it a little more better? First, the Toastmaster Mahesh mentioned about his mentor Toastmaster Suresh Balakrishnan only in the passing. If he had narrated a personal story or a personal anecdote relating to this mentor-mentee relationship, it would have brought the speech that much more to life. Then secondly, he could have delivered the speech standing. Now I know it is Zoom times, but to add that much power, that much invigoration to the speech, a speech delivered standing is worth all the effort that is put in. And thirdly, Toastmaster Mahesh did have some natural hand gestures, but moments were there where the gestures were a little distracting, like the one where he touched his neck a few times. So that could have been avoided. And Toastmaster Mahesh had a very mellifluous, soft tone. It was really soothing, but at times, to put in some more power, the volume could have been raised. They could have been put in more pauses. And when he was narrating about the mother and the daughter, he could have imitated the mother's voice. He could have imitated the child's voice. And that would have added so much more drama to that speech. So overall, Toastmaster Mahesh has done a fantabulous job. It was a masterclass on mentoring with a little more attention to the objectives. And we could have had a gem of a speech from such a gem of a speaker. Over to the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Nilofer. Thank you very much. Now let me call upon Toastmaster Hiba Rais to evaluate another passionate speaker, DTM Sunil Thomas. Over to you, Toastmaster Hiba.
Hiba, you're mute.
Sorry. Now, am I visible and audible, General Evaluator?
Yes, you are visible and you are audible also.
Okay. TM Sunil, you spoke on a topic which is very relevant to the corporate world and something which we can associate with in our daily practical lives as well. Natural leaders are found everywhere and in every field, and we are bound to be influenced by them in one way or another. From Gandhi to Jinnah to Mother Teresa, we are surrounded by natural leaders / good people who have contributed positively to the society. Okay, during the time you spoke, I found good clarity while you were speaking. You had good eye contact during the time you spoke, and I found you constantly looking at the camera. You had reasonably good gestures which you used to express yourself during the speech, and the audience were also quite aware about what you were speaking and were thoroughly engaged in it. And you were also quite comfortable, and you had a good amount of comfort level in front of the virtual audience. And also the audience, since your speech was constructed well with good examples, the audience were thoroughly engaged in it, and and were listening to it with good rapt attention. And also I thought that you had shared some a good example of your leadership style and the impact that style had made on others. Okay, and now for like every speech, there were some areas of improvement which I found in your speech. Firstly, I thought you should have incorporated vocal variety in your speech, so it could have brought more depth and made it more interesting to the audience. And I thought that I suppose you were giving the speech while sitting, so you should have stood up and covered a bit of the speaking area a bit more like this in order to be more flexible as a speaker. And I also thought thirdly that you should improve a bit upon your pronunciation for your speeches, and with that you are with the areas of improvement highlighted and you focusing on your next project, you definitely will become a better speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Hiba. Next, to evaluate the speech of DTM Pramukh Bose, I would invite Toastmaster Prashant Kavalangad.
Prashant, your audio is muted. Can you please unmute your audio?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yes.
Yeah. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. DTM Pramukh Bose journey through pathways fit exactly those sentences. Good evening once again, my dear Toastmasters. Thank you very much, DTM Bose, because your speech enables us to understand very accurately the need to join the Toastmaster Club and the challenge it is making to a person. DTM Pramukh, your speech was very powerful and motivating all of us, with no doubt. You start with your journey in May Spring Toastmaster Club, and really appreciate that you still remember your exact month and year of your ice break speech, which will happen on November 2016 in BDC Club. And you didn't forget to mention about your mentor and your mentoring and his demise. And you proudly described the leadership quality and mentoring style you acquired on this Toastmaster pathways. And you give a very good lesson to all of us that the Toastmaster journey is a different level which make a person from exactly what you are now, and as you mentioned, what you were before few years back. So this, the pathways, which is giving us, all of us, a very good energy to join in Toastmaster Club, as well as to continue and take challenges. As you mentioned, the Toastmaster is a self-learning platform. So we have to come forward to take the challenges to become a DTM. And every speech there is a little bit area of concerns. In your speech also, I would like to say, there was a beautiful virtual background. Don't worry, be happy. If you could add little bit happy moments in your speech, in your faces, especially when the achievement you achieved, the leadership style you achieved, you can smile, your speech will be in different level. And wish you all the best, DTM Pramukh, on your Toastmaster journey. Over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Prashant. Now we have one more speech of Toastmaster Jiju Ramankulat's speech will be evaluated by an exciting, vibrant Toastmaster Suguna Ganeshan. Over to you.
I will be the timer.
Please unmute, Toastmaster Suguna, please unmute.
A genuine leader is not searcher for consensus, but a molder of consensus. Once again, warm good evening to one and all. And congratulations to my target speaker, Toastmaster Jiju Ramankulat, for the topic you have chosen today and presented. You have proven my target speaker, Toastmaster Jiju Ramankulat, met all his speech objectives and proven as a leader today. On topic, reaching consensus. What I've loved about your speech is the way you conducted the online meeting, the way you narrated, organized how you conducted. It was so amazing how calmly the way you presented invigorated us all the way. What an organized leader you are. You have proven all your leadership qualities. Thus, you are as a listener, communicator, decision maker, a successful strategy maker. What else? Wow. Congratulations. What I also like is to support your speech. You have quoted many inspirational quotes from Martin Luther King, the one who I ever taken as my inspirational all the time. What you could have added, that is, could be more intensity. That expressions, when you said no one knows what is next, this is full of uncertainties. No one anticipated. You could have expressed, no one knows how. You could have expressed in that way. And the vocal variety, when you were saying about the corona cases, it was like 500, 700. You could have raised your voice by the time 500, 700. So there you could have added the intensity. What you could improve on your body language. You have good hand gestures, facial expressions. You could have added more drama or the exaggerations. You could have limited how they were reacted when you were conducting the very first time online meeting, how their reactions were. You could have imitated them. Then only I have two recommendations, your expression, only that vocal variety. If there is a good speech, always will have a beginning and the body and the end. If this is the strategy we supposed to have it, follow it for the speech, and my target speaker definitely met this and handled in an extraordinary way. Wishing you a very all the best for your future endeavors and your projects. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Suguna. Now to know about the language pluses and improvements, let me call Toastmaster Latif, today's grammarian.
Thank you, General Evaluator DTM Pramukh. Today was an interesting meeting, not only because I had a good exercise on Excel sheet of marking of numbers, plus it was more like a competition of who is using the word invigorate. And I loved the way the participation of each and every member had made it. All in all, I can just count it down, like TM Suguna has done it more than 5 times, TM Bita, TM Mahesh. I have almost lost the count when these people were using the word of the day, invigorate. Then TM Santosh, TM Jiju, TM myself, and the TM Nilufer had used this. Now, let's have some interesting sentences which I loved in this meeting. I encourage everyone to be the grammarian because we become a very effective listener. Plus, then we have a good writing skills also while listening to those speeches. So I will share with those interesting grammar sentences which I loved it. Effective coaching, problem solving skills. Any issues in your day-to-day life, you can learn through pathways. Make more leaders. Time and tide, wait for none. In life, we see many people in front line. Whichever situation you want, try to be happy. Each stage, you had a mentor. Who can understand your silence? Modern angels of the world, those masters made a sea change in me. Time spending in Toastmaster is time well spent. If you get out of Toastmasters, all there is to get out of Toastmaster, you'll never get out of Toastmasters. Affable, tranquil, facilitate, and these were very good usage of words in the sentences. Lots and lots of mental challenges. Ideally, the most interesting part, wish to face challenges. Let's move forward. No worries, only happiness. This was something more energetic, or vice versa of the theme. Right balance of information and inspiration. Masterclass of mentoring. Journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. You could have expressed. Now, a little bit of correction when I was looking for. From the bottom, I did my DTM. You could have said achieving DTM from the basics of Toastmastering. We will be going away. Should be going back. A mentor should be mother. A mentor should be father, a mentor. So you could have made it better, like look around. You have been surrounded by mentors, be it our mother, father, teachers, our loved ones. All in all, interesting usage of words, sentences, and great usage of word of the day. Over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you for.
Thank you very much. Now, let me request the timer to give the timer's report. Timer TM Suguna, all are qualified for voting.
TM Suguna, you are qualified.
TM Suguna, can you give the timer's report? Are all the speakers qualified for voting? All the evaluators?
So, except me, like I have timed for other three, they are qualified. Toastmaster Latif, please.
Yeah, you are qualified. You are also qualified.
So all the evaluators were qualified.
What about the grammarian, Toastmaster Latif?
Since right after me, he started, I was not.
I timed myself. I was 3 minutes, 20 seconds.
Thank you so much, TM Latif.
Okay, I request Toastmaster Jiju to conduct the polling for the best evaluator. One minute for that. The polling over.
Yes, everyone has voted actually. We can end the poll.
Thank you very much. Toastmaster Bijopi Babu, the R counter today's meeting. Please submit the report, R counter's report.
Thank you, DTM Pramukh. Good evening again. Welcome to my report direct.
I think your voice is very low. Are you muted or what happened?
I'm audible.
Can you please raise your voice a bit?
Hello?
Yeah, now
Hello?
it's okay. Yeah, now it's okay.
Okay, I will come to my report direct. I have noticed a few O's and filler words during the speeches. Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer, there is no O's or no filler words. DTM Sunil Thomas, 1 R. The few words are repeated: optimism, they can, I was, I should, I will, we have to. These words are repeated. DTM Pramukh Bose, 3 O's, and repeat words: I was, I saw. Toastmaster Jiju Raman Kulathu, 4 R, let me, we could, repeated a few times. DTM Nilaf, 2 O's, and a repeated word, that much. Toastmaster Heba, 8 O's. Toastmaster Prashant, no O's. DTM, Toastmaster Suguna, 2 O's. Thank you. Over to you, DTM Pramukh Boss.
Thank you very much. Let me invite Toastmaster Santosh Patros to deliver the report of the pronunciation master.
A warm good evening. Thank you, General Evaluator Distinguished Toastmaster Pramukh Bose. A warm good evening to one and all. It's an invigorating leaders. What else to say? You chew it, beat it, crush it. Again, the sugar cane, that will give you sweetness only. So today, I saw that sweetness in all the leaders, all the speakers and role players. Absolutely, there is no corrections. In fact, we are all Asians and we follow British English. So today I saw that all the leaders were performing excellent. Absolutely, my pen was resting in my pocket itself. I couldn't write anything else. Only a few words to notice, like consensus and all those. All leaders did an excellent job. Kudos to you. Thank you. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you very much. Now it's the General Evaluator's report. Let me congratulate each and every speaker and role players of today's meeting. All have performed well. A special mention about today's Toastmaster of the day.
Pramukh, please, your camera is off. I'm sorry.
A special mention about Toastmaster Bida Johnson, the Toastmaster of the day today. She had embarked on this role at a short notice because the Toastmaster, the Toastmaster supposed to be DTM Anil Kumar Revangar, he couldn't attend the meeting, so DTM Toastmaster Bida Johnson took the role, and she played that role beautifully, encouraged each and every role player and the speaker. Congratulations, Toastmaster Bida Johnson, for that. And all the speeches were excellent. The evaluators done a wonderful job. Evaluators, all seasoned evaluators. Then I would mention particularly about the table topic master, Toastmaster Abhijit Roy. In spite of having troubles and issues in his internet connection, with poise and composure, he handled his role diligently. Congratulations to Toastmaster Abhijit Roy. Now let me talk about some points for improvements. So I believe that time management is life management. Out of 4 speakers, 3 speakers overshoot at the time, including me. I feel that a lack of preparation is one of the major problems for overshooting or undershooting the time. So need to correct that. Then, now we are running around 20 minutes late. I know the Toastmaster of the day is a very important role, but Toastmaster of the day need to manage the flow of the meeting. And I would suggest that introducing the speakers and role players should be crisp and short, need not be elaborate. So it takes a lot of time so that we overrun the meeting's time. So be a little bit more careful on that aspect. Then when a couple of speakers were speaking, I could hear some background voice. For example, when the Sergeant Arms opened the meeting, I could see some background sound from someone's. So in another speech also. So try to keep all your audios muted when someone is on the podium. Then voting for the best table topic speakers is to be done by the table topic master. If that should be done by the table topic master. If he forgot, then the Toastmaster of the day can remind him to do that. Overall, it has been a very good meeting. I don't elaborate much because the time is, we are overrunning the time, overshooting the time. And congratulate and thanks for all the guests, our guests, to come and join this meeting and supported and encouraged us. Please come again. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Pramukh Bose. We will definitely incorporate all those great ideas you described, because this is what meant by leadership. We need to have such people all through a journey, and so we are lucky to have people around you, people like you with us. Thank you so much.
Just a small, I will take a 30 seconds.
No problem.
Because I forgot to mention a very important point, because the table topic master, there was some problem for the connectivity. Henceforth, I would recommend a table topic master to give the topics in advance to the Toastmaster of the day. So in case if connectivity, there is a problem, the Toastmaster of the day can take over that role.
Yes.
In future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's a great idea. I felt the same, like asking him, would you mind to share with me? Thank you so much. Franklin Roosevelt once said, courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the assessment that something else is more important than fear. Every role we take, every speech we do, that shows we are not afraid. It's not because we are so fearless people, but we have the audacity to face the courage and face the fear and move forward. My dear Toastmasters, don't worry, be happy. This might be my last role in Bhavans Toastmasters. This might be my swan show, but the show must go on. So don't delay any role, any opportunity given to you. Live life to the fullest, because we don't know what's happening the next moment. That's why we say here, inshallah, God willing. It's not with us, it's with him. Let me give back the virtual podium of Bhavans Toastmasters to the one and only, the president.
Toastmaster of the day, please conduct the voting for the best role player.
Sorry. Yes, let's have the poll for the best role player. That is GM Modi, General Evaluator, Timer, our counter, Pronunciation Master.
Sorry to interrupt, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Santosh Patros took 50 seconds and 96 microseconds.
Microseconds.
Pronunciation Master.
Okay, so
please advise whether he
qualifies. No need to vote for him.
Okay, fine.
No, there is no voting. There is no timing for role players.
No, Pronunciation Master.
In the agenda, yeah, but in the agenda we have not mentioned the timing for the voting role play.
PM.
So we can include everyone.
It's okay. Let's continue. Let's move forward.
Fine.
So with this, let me give back the podium to Toastmaster Santosh Patros, the president of Bhavans Kuwait Toastmasters.
Thank you very much, invigorating Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Bida Johnson. Let us give her a big round of applause for conducting such a marvelous, fantabulous meeting of Bhavans Toastmasters Club 218 meeting. Thank you so much. So it's a time for a certificate of appreciation to our guest role players. We had the key three role players today, DTM Niloufar, Toastmaster Abhijit, and Toastmaster Hiba. So let me invite all the three, please switch on your camera, and moderator Toastmaster Jiju, can you please share the certificate of appreciation? Toastmaster Abhijit, can you please switch on your camera? Can you see the certificate?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Just keep my video off a moment.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. TM Hiba Arise, can you see the certificate?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. Thank you so much. DTM Niloufar Samal.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this lovely
Thank you so much.
certificate.
Thank you so much, DTM Niloufar. And this is the time for awards and feedback. But before that, all the guests are here. Let me call everyone to switch on your cameras and pose for a group photograph. Our moderator, Toastmaster Jiju, will be taking the photograph. Can you please switch on your cameras? Toastmaster Abhijit, Toastmaster Asma, Toastmaster Biju, Toastmaster Suguna. Can you please switch on your cameras? Is everybody on or no? Still I can see some are not on, like Biju, Toastmaster Biju is not, the camera is not on.
Yes, done. Thank you. It's done, President. Thank you.
Thank you so much, moderator Toastmaster Jiju Damanglat. And now this is the time for awards and feedback. So let's have the awards, please. Who are all today's stars? Let's see. Will it take time, or shall we call them for feedback? Yes, Toastmaster Jiju.
Let's have the feedbacks because they have to
Give me a second.
feedbacks.
All right, take your time. So let me call our DTM Niloufar for her valuable feedback on today's meeting. The podium is yours, ma'am.
Thank you, President. Indeed, it was an encouraging meeting for me. Well, I was, to tell you the truth, in another 2 meetings, but from the snatches of the meetings which I attended with you, I was really impressed. Keep doing the good work. And I'm sure Toastmaster Latif is putting in a lot of effort with so many people coming in and dropping out, and then our Toastmaster of the day doing a fabulous job even when she pitched in at the 11th hour. She was the life of the meeting, of course, and it's really good to be with all of you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Niloufar Samal. And let me invite now Toastmaster Rubina from the Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster Rubina, can you please unmute your audio and talk about our today's meeting?
A very good evening, everyone. It was such a pleasure and such an honor to have witnessed a fantastic meeting today. Excuse my mask, I'm outdoor. And I have no regrets actually missing on this time and joining this club to listen to a fantastic and witness a fantastic set of speeches, fantastic evaluations, fantastic role players. And of course, the table topics was very, very entertaining. And I'm actually really honored to be invited by TM Bita, who is also a member with me in Durar Toastmasters Club. And nevertheless, she's not been my mentor, but not lesser than any mentor actually. And she has contributed a lot to many people's growth as well as mine. So I'm very thankful to all of you to have invited me. At the same time, thankful to TM Geeta to have given me this opportunity. Over to you, Master of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rubina, for your invigorating words. So let me invite Toastmaster Hiba. Toastmaster Hiba, how was your experience today?
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh. It was a very good experience, and I'm grateful for TM Latif for inviting me, as he's a member of my club in Karachi Toastmasters, and it was a wonderful experience because seeing people from different another country, your city, your club in Kuwait, and also intermingling with Toastmasters from other countries like Abhijit, who's from Mumbai, and TM Nilofer, I suppose she's from another country. I have no idea about that. And so intermingling with Toastmasters from other countries and coming in, attending your meeting, it was a very good experience, and I'm looking forward to, hoping to attend a few other meetings if possible. And
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hiba, for spending your valuable time with us. Please keep attending the meeting, the future meetings. So let me invite Toastmaster Abhijit is there. I think his line have some connectivity issues, but I hope he can speak.
Yeah, I mean,
Toastmaster
yeah,
Abhijit.
I can talk. I'm trying to. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Santosh, and really grateful, great meeting. I really love the hospitality, love the way the entire meeting went. Obviously, a little exceeding in time, that happens. That's we're all humans. We do make some kind of small mistakes and in order to extend the time. But overall, the meeting was really great. With the way if I would have a little more time, I think I would have done justice to my role as a table topics master, because what I did was to bring smiles on the faces of people. I had some more interesting topics for speakers to carry on that, but never mind. It's always the next time. But overall, it was a great meeting, and I really look forward for further invites to take other roles as well in your club meetings, so that I can equally volunteer and contribute to the success and the growth of the club. A great meeting, and do keep coming for our club meetings as well. We meet on Saturdays, 2nd and 4th. Today was one of them for the very first meeting for March, and we also hope to have you as part of our club meetings. Do keep coming, and that's how it is. Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhijit, joining from Mumbai, despite all the odds and currents, and you have proved that you are a versatile leader and a good Toastmaster too. So please keep coming to our club meetings and stay blessed. And let me invite our guest, one of the key guests over here. It's Madam Toastmaster Lucy Cherian. Toastmaster Lucy Cherian, can you please say a few words about your feedback on our today's meeting?
Yes, good evening, Toastmasters. I'm really enlightened and enriched after attending such wonderful meeting and listening to all this such invigorating speak from different speakers. I'm really loving and looking forward to attend more such Toastmaster meeting. Thank you so much for inviting me and giving me such an opportunity. I'm really blessed. I'm just eagerly waiting, and I wouldn't mind every day if I get to such a meeting. I would be really glad and blessed. Thank you. God bless.
That's quite inspiring words, ma'am. And I wish all the best to you, and please keep coming to our club meetings. And if you have any plan to take a club membership, please contact our BJP Babu, our Vice President membership. And let me invite another special guest. And of course, she's not a guest, she's a family member, Toastmaster Asma Lanaisi, to give her valuable feedback. Toastmaster Asma, the podium is yours.
Yes. I want to thank you so very much, Bhavans Club, for such wonderful meeting, and all the organization that involved. For this meeting was so organized and structured as always. I like that guests talk rules and did a great job. And in my opinion, this enhances the diversity of experiences among Toastmasters. And that's a very good thing. I always look forward to join you, whether I'm invited or not. I'm glad to be part of your meeting, and joining you truly is an honor. Thank you so much, and I'm very grateful for you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asma, for such an invigorating words for members. And let me hand over the podium to our moderator, Toastmaster Jiju Ramaglab, to present the awards today.
Let me present the staff meeting. Best speaker, Toastmaster Jiju Ramangulat. Best table topic speaker goes to Toastmaster Rubina.
Toastmaster Rubina.
Rubina.
Best
Thank you very much,
evaluator.
everyone.
Wow, that's distinguished Toastmaster Nilüfer.
And the last award,
Thank you so much.
Best role player award, Toastmaster Bida.
Drum rolls, drum rolls.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, moderator. And here comes the, before ending our today's club meeting, let me announce all the Toastmaster members, please send your creative work to our VPPR Toastmaster Jomi Johnson for our next newsletter. The work is going on, and we given a deadline of 15th of April, but there is a chance for extending another one more week. So you will be having 22nd April. So please note that if anybody is there still to send any creative work, please send it your work. Your children's work, your artwork, your novels, your travelogue, whatever you like. So please send it to our VPPR. And here comes, I declare today's meeting is disposed. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. Thank you.
Thank you.